Hey there, my name is Sam. In this video, we are going to go over how to filter out internal traffic in Google Analytics 4. You would want to filter out internal traffic to, if you're working on the site, you have multiple people working on the site or checking it, you can exclude that traffic from your Google Analytics reports so that you get a clearer picture of how much actual traffic is coming to the site and not just people who are working on the site and might look at the site 100 times a day, but that's actually not traffic that we care about. So there's two steps to this process. The first one is we need to define internal traffic. So in that you are going to, or in Google Analytics, go into settings and then go to data streams or data streams, depending on your preference. Go into your data stream, settings, and then you're going to scroll down and we want to configure tag settings. And then you'll scroll down here, you'll click show more, kind of in the way here, aren't I? And down in here, you can define internal traffic. So this is going to not do anything yet. We're just going to create a rule that says, we're just going to call it internal traffic. You could break this up by office, you could break it up by department, you could break it up by however you want, but I'm just going to call this internal traffic. The traffic type value is going to be internal. That's important. We'll want to keep that. And then you define the IP addresses or ranges that you want to exclude. And so in our case, we're not going to do a range. I just have 3 different IP addresses that we want to exclude. These are offices that we are working out of. And so I'm going to copy these over here. I'm just setting IP address equals, and then I'm putting in the IP address there. And there we have those guys. And then I will, once I have all that, I will click create. So now we are defining the internal traffic. Then the next thing we want to do if we want to exclude it is we need to go and activate a data filter. And so we are going to come back into our admin settings. Under the data collection and modification, there are data filters. And then here, you may have something in here already. Apparently I set this up previously. But there's an internal traffic filter. You can create one. It's fairly straightforward, but you choose the traffic type. We want internal traffic. The filter name, we're just going to call it internal traffic. What do we want to do with this? We want to exclude it from our reports. The traffic type, this goes back to when we set up the data filter. And so if you didn't call this internal, you'll want to, enter in here whatever you have. But then we'll just call it, we had internal there. And this is going to now exclude or filter out our internal traffic. Before, what I would recommend is you start it at testing and then let this run for a couple days and have people go to the site and to make sure that it's working. And then whenever you are ready to go, then you can switch it to active and you can click save, and then we will activate the filter. And that's that. Now it's on. So now any traffic that is coming from those IP ranges is going to get filtered out. Again, if you're just setting this up, I would initially set it as test and then you're testing, and then you can make sure that it's working how you're expecting it to work before you actually mess with your analytics reports. Okay, hope that was helpful. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.